Hello beautiful ones, and welcome to Connect to the Deck Tarot. So today I'm going to do a very simple kind of video, and it's not to say it's for simple people, it's just a simple video because I'm a very simple person when it comes to things. I like it easy to understand, and if some of you are starting out with your first tarot deck and you're looking for something, you're looking to know, how do I begin? What do I do with this thing? I love the images. I want to learn, but I just don't know what to do. So here's a few tarot spreads. Now, I took some of this information from my own. I took it from, there used to be a channel called Katie Flowers Tarot. She's no longer posting, but she posted some awesome videos, which I'm probably going to be looking and talking about to keep it in the main fray. And I probably would recommend Emerald Lotus. That's what, I don't remember the rest of it, but if you type in Emerald Lotus, you will find a lot of different tarot spreads. This is basically to give you some ideas of what to do with this, okay? I know a lot of people, when they get their tarot deck, they want to learn the cards. Apologies if my voice cracks. I have a sore throat, so I'm going to try and do my best, but sometimes that happens. And so, let's see here. Sometimes people want to start doing tarot readings with the Celtic Cross, which is a wonderful spread, but it's a very, very involved spread to begin with. There are, I think, 10 or 11 cards, depending on which one you do, and there's a lot to go through. So when you're just beginning, sometimes it's just easier to get comfortable with the cards. And that's going to be my first point. This is what I suggest you do, okay? So this is from my point of view to help you out. I suggest that you learn the basic meaning of the cards. Now, you don't have to go in depth. I went in depth, but you can just, I would say, be as easy as associating a few words. Like the Magician, let's say the Magician. I would associate personal power. I would associate tools, right? Tools of magic to it. To turn wishes into reality. He's like the magician, right? Intention. That would be a few words that I would associate with him, okay? And do it with all the cards if you can. You can probably do that more easily now than ever before because of the technology that's out there. And then as you go, you can associate either from the different decks that you order and how you associate with them, what the image tells you, your intuition, everything else that comes in with it, okay? So I would say, first of all, that is a very good base, okay? And a lot of people say, I can't remember 78 cards. You're not asked to remember 78 cards and meanings. You don't do it all at once anyway. You do it one card at a time, okay? But it'd be good to go through the deck or go through all of the, go through the major arcana, then go through the minor arcanas, and kind of associate at least one word to the card that you're looking at, right? And then you can expand on it. And you will. If you play for any amount of time with a tarot deck, you will expand on the possibilities and the meanings of these cards, because you're going to have to look at it at one point, especially if you dig in deep. Second thing is, if you're starting to doing readings, I suggest that you start with yourself. Don't go right out there and do it for other people, because you're probably not going to have the confidence to do it first of all anyway, okay? You're going to feel a little bit like somebody who's gone out there without training wheels. And that's completely normal. Okay? And it's not to say that you don't have a gift. It's just that you have a state where you feel ready and a state where you don't feel ready. And for most of us, that's normal. Now, there's some that are gifted to the max, where they have no self, like, I can't do this, and they just go out there and they sprinkle magic everywhere, and good on you if that's you. I have no problems with that. But I would say for like maybe 90% of the rest of us, we like to just be we need a little more sure footing before we begin. And I find that doing readings for yourself is probably one of the first things that will help you find that footing, okay? So doing your own readings first is important, okay? The other part I would suggest is keep it simple, okay? Keeping it simple is between a 1 card, 2 card, and 3 card spread, and I wouldn't go that much further at the beginning, because I would suggest that you go in deep with the readings that you do for yourselves, okay? That's like taking a look at the card and really taking your time. It's maybe not deep, but taking your time. Don't rush through this. Intuition shouldn't be rushed in anyway, okay? You should take the time to be in the moment and really, really let things come in. I think that's the most important part, okay? I keep saying most important part, but it is, okay? Don't go too far into the future either. Don't make the questions very complicated. Make them really simple. It could be like, how is my day going to be today? You know, like this is a one-day thing. And you need to walk before you run. Remember that, okay? Because sometimes we feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this. Don't overburden yourself if you're doing stuff with a beautiful deck that you love, that you've just ordered, so that it becomes a chore. Intuition should be an extension of who you are, and I firmly believe that. I feel that it's something that we should be taught from actually school. And of course, that's my personal opinion. I think that we are taught kind of, sort of, with the gut feelings and, you know, following our gut feelings and the things that we perceive but can't touch, like love and feelings. That has a lot to do with your intuitive and your spiritual self, but that has not been acknowledged as such for a long time. So having said all of that, I'm going to share a few of the spreads that I've heard of and done myself. I'm going to share a couple of 1 card spreads, of 2 cards, of 3 cards, and other type of things. So we're just going to begin, and I hope that you like it, okay? So the very first thing that you should do is also have somewhere to write this down, okay? Keep track of the things that you pull for yourself. If you pull a card of the day every day, I would write down what you're thinking and what it brought in. So let's do a card of the day. So it's basically just shuffling. Now you can cut the cards if you want, and, you know, cut it in 3, cut it in 2, and take the card at the top. Or you can take jumpers like I do. Oh, and my card of the day is the Devil. So it's perfect. I love the fact, because especially if you're beginning, you'll see the Devil and go, oh my God, I got the Devil card. What's going to happen to me? Am I going to be deceived? Is something bad going to happen to me? It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be that today, if I look at it for myself, I could even look at it and go, just looking at the image. The Devil is about restrictions, or things not appearing like they're supposed to be. It could be about trickery. It could be about trying to free yourself of cycles of guilt, frustration, addictions, all of that. Yes, it could have a feeling of that, but for myself, being a person of every day, I could look at this and going, today I may feel like just not doing my work. I may just want to fall back into a pattern of procrastination. And it could be as simple as this, okay? It could be as simple as that. I'm being tempted back into a state of just not really accomplishing very much today. And if that's the feeling I get, then I should write about it. If you're feeling something deeper or more, you can write about it as well. You can also write about what the card makes you feel, okay? You can look at, like, what is this? This is like the black hole that's sucking me back in again, okay? You can look at it. The darkness is what's really getting to me today, not even him. It's like, come here, come in. Sometimes the darkness of some place feels comfortable, right? To be in a dark place, you feel comfortable, but you're also just limiting your range, okay? You just don't want to engage today. I don't want to engage today. I'm not feeling it. So this could be my card of the day. And what do I do with that? Well, I could probably say something like, well, I'm going to have to watch out for that, okay? I may take a moment of being like under the blankets in the darkness, you know, just feeling cocooned and stuff, but I can't stay there all day. I have things to accomplish. So just be aware, or be, you know about it. It will probably come in with you, okay? Like these feelings, whatever comes out, you need to bring it out, okay? So that's the one card, like card of the day. Now, the next one that you could bring out is, the one card draw is the Focus on Gratitude Day. The Focus on Gratitude Day. The Focus on Gratitude card, I should say. What should I focus in gratitude today? Okay? And the Action of Swords. So if I follow what I was talking about, this is about climbing the mountain and getting the flag, right? So again, the Action of Swords is about swiftness. It's about, it's the Knight of Swords in the regular deck. So it's being ready for the battle, moving quickly, being self-assured, being even aggressive at some time, quick moving, okay, shaking things up. So maybe I need to shake things up a little bit, okay, and just keep going and give myself that thing. So I have to be in gratitude of, sometimes things are hard, but I'm grateful that I have the ability to do it. Say? And then you can even write, look at all these beautiful colors, okay? There's fresh air up on that mountain. There's no, you know, suffocating darkness on that mountain. And there's beautiful colors to be had, and there's things to be seen. So you can write about that, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, so this is another example. Now we're going to go into the 2 card. The one that I'm looking at is Now and Later. This one I haven't used very much, but you may want to look at the energies of right now and what it's going to feel like later, especially maybe if you're having, you know, a difficult moment. And Spirit was nice enough to give me cards to help with these examples. I'm not feeling that today, but they are always so good with helping me show people how to use the cards to empower themselves. So let's do 2 cards now. What's going on now? And we'll get one for later. Now, the 10 of Pentacles. Well, that's a good card to begin with, right? And later is the 9 of Swords. Okay, so I would say that this is, you see it, somebody surrounded by people, and then the other one is surrounded by fears. So this may be somebody who does very well in a crowd, and you may be feeling really good right now. But later on, let's say later on, and you see there's a bed there and kind of the boogie people at the end, maybe somebody is dealing with the anxiety of being alone, or being alone with their thoughts and their fears. And this is when you should really take into consideration. This, I feel, is saying like, look, right now I feel great, but when you're asking the question half the time, it's because you're looking for an answer to something, right? Maybe this is telling you that when you're on your own and when you're going to bed, you feel, you let the thoughts take over, right? When the thoughts slow down and you let your fears and nighttime come in, then you start feeling anxious, and you know, and your fear takes over from your problems of the day. I would say right now is that you feel abundant with the 10 of Pentacles, and you have all these hands here, that maybe you can have the help of friends to help you get past this one, or as well to be careful of what you absorb or see before the end of the day, so that you don't go to bed feeling this way, okay? That you don't let the thoughts take over. I love the way it's not saying like this is now and you're going to be miserable later. It's kind of telling you, look, you're well now because you're with people, you're in the light, you're feeling abundant, you're surrounded. But it's going to feel different later on this evening. And this may be a pattern that you have been going through over and over again. And it's just trying to tell you, look, you need to be in a better frame of mind. What's different between now and later? The people, the light, the togetherness, the fact that you are focusing on better things. maybe you should apply it to later as well. Okay? So I would always take it as this. Do not take it as terrible news coming in to come and destroy you. Tarot cards are here to help you find the things that are sticking out in your life like sore thumbs, that is stealing the power away from you. It is trying to help you move forward. Okay, so I'm going to, the next 2-card draw is the block and solution. This is one that I like to do as well, especially if I'm feeling stuck about something. Okay, the other one was just kind of letting you know how your day was going to go. This one is more like, okay, I've got something that bothers me. Please help me and give me a solution. By the way, the 2 cards that came out could have been used as well in this situation. So we're going to take some more out. Block. What's the block? The Chariot. What's the solution? The 2 of Cups. Okay. So, with the Chariot, you have 2 and 2. I like to look at things and there's one ahead and one behind. It makes me feel like this is about movement and momentum. But I feel that the block is that maybe you're moving ahead and maybe you're just not waiting for somebody there that can help you because they're the same, right? They're like your people, your peeps, and you're moving faster ahead than somebody else, okay? This could be the problem. And the solution would be this hand coordination of connection, okay? Coming in together, showing that the solution is to connect with that person, to not move ahead without them, not to take the lead and just take control and leave somebody behind. This may be the problem, right? You're trying to do it on your own when you should be doing it with someone else, somebody who's there offering their help. This could be a possibility of that 2 card or an answer to the question that you're seeking. In either way, feel that the momentum and unity has to be something that's together to help you out. Okay, so this is another 2-card spread that I like to do, the block and solution. Okay, so now we're going to move to the 3-card spread. These are my favorite because I always feel, even when I do mini readings for people, I always feel that 3 cards give you a lot more, a bigger picture of things. Okay, so here are some of the things that I've seen. There's the past, the present, and the future. That's, I think, a very common one. Like I said, I would keep it fairly recent. I wouldn't go more than a month even, because you're a free will individual and things can change. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the past, 8 of Cups. The present, and the future. And in this case, I love it because there's 2 cards that came in, one behind the other. You don't really have to change, okay? But I love the present moment that came in. This is a card that's very, that's authentic to this deck. It doesn't come with tarot cards. And it's almost like, here's what I get from that. From the past, I get that there was a cord cutting that happened, okay? Even if it came in reverse, it is still the same image. There is something being cut and released. And what's happening in the present with the 9 of Cups is that you have worked hard for your blessings, okay? You feel very golden right now. And in the future, you have the present moment that came in, which is the funniest card to get in the future, but it almost feels like it's saying, concentrate on the present right now. Don't go too far into the future and get help from your higher self, okay? These are 2 cards that are from this deck. They're not part of the tarot deck, but they are part of this individual deck. And 2 individual cards coming in together is so important. It's like, open yourself up to the present moment and to the blessings, and your higher self will come in and bring clarity as it comes. I like this configuration as well. And I would say to keep it open when you do it, especially when you're dabbling into the future. Keep it very open for yourself. Don't practice in complete certainty, okay? Look at the future as an open door that has many, many other open doors to it. You can take a glimpse, but don't make yourself stuck in any one room, I would say, okay? So just kind of leave it floating and let yourself drift into the future that you are walking into. That's what I feel a lot of, okay? Make it simple. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take a sip here. I'm enjoying this very much. I hope you are too. Okay, the next 3 card is what is, what to do, and outcome. Okay, so this is very much like now and later, but in a 3-card spread. Okay, what is, what to do, and outcome. What is? 4 of Cups. I'm stuck, and you can even see it in this card. It's like, I'm not accepting whatever's coming in. I'm not letting the colors in. I am stuck in where I am. What to do is the action. Okay. So that would be kind of like the situation. What to do would be the outcome. Okay, so again, you have like 3 cards that came in. So what I do with that is I usually don't. You can put it back in the deck and say, no, I don't want 3 cards. But I usually keep them and I read them like a little bit of a story. You have, again, the 9 of Swords, which is causing you a lot of anxiety. And this is where I say the one word comes in. The 5 of Swords is about victory, but at a cost. And the 2 of Cups is about unity. So I feel that the action would be is that the reason you're feeling alone is the side that you've picked on. The victorious side that you decided, it's a hollow victory. See? It feels like a hollow victory. Okay? The 5 of Swords for me means the card of always being on. In the regular, you have somebody holding the swords of victory, but people are leaving in defeat. So it's a bitter victory, I feel. It's like a hollow victory. It's you won, but at what cost? And I think that they're telling you the action is that love should always be first and foremost, okay? In your body, in your thoughts, in the way that you handle yourself in life. Because anything else causes you alienation, makes you feel alone, makes you feel separate from everything. So the action is always the reconnection to love, okay? But you could look at it in any way. You could just do a little meditation on it, and the outcome would be, yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. So, there's a lot of 4s coming in here, and 4s in themselves is about a lot of learning. 4s is about trying to control the situation, you know, being victorious at a certain part of the situation. It's also a time of recovery. In this case, the 4 of Pentacles is about trying to control things, okay? And I feel that in this particular, if I was reading for somebody, anybody, okay? Even for, I should say if I was reading for myself, I would say there's a lot of control issues here. I'm being very picky, and I'm stagnating my movement. And the action that I need to take is to get out of my own head, to stop defeating myself and reconnect to what matters, okay? That would be for me. But for you, you could read it in very many different ways, okay? But it's important to look at the cards and feel what you see, okay? There's darkness, and there's somebody hoarding, like, this would be, I think, the squirrels hoarding their nuts for the winter, right? And you see the rabbit down here and another one down here, and they don't have anything, but you're here just hoarding your stuff, right? No sharing. And this card is all about sharing, okay? And again, this card is no sharing, not bringing color into the life, okay? Not letting anybody have this color. So just take a look at the cards, see what it brings in. Are you sharing of yourself? Okay? And then write it down. Let it come in. You can get some wonderful, wonderful insights, especially, and I'm going to tell you, especially if you're very truthful with how you do it, you can bring in a lot of clear insights here. All right, so I'm going to do another one. This one's interesting, and I read it in the comments of somebody, and this is where you look for a specific card. It's a 3 card, but what you do is you shuffle, and then you look for a specific card in the deck. And the card above it and below it are the answers. So, let's see. So in this case, they said find the Fool card. So I'm just going to shuffle a little more here. So what you do is you shuffle. And when you feel like you're good and done, you find the card. So I'm going to look for the Fool in this deck. And the card above it would be the Problem. Let's see, I can put it like that. Okay. Temperance. Synchronicity. There's that 9 again. Well, we know it's not going to come out in this one, right? And I guess as you're looking, you can see all the cards from this deck, which are, by the way, very beautiful. Now, I'm hoping I didn't pass by it. So the Fool is the first card. Of course it is. So the card above it would be the Problem. And I guess the card behind it, which would be the last card because it was the first card. So that also explains something. Aren't they wonderful? That also explains something. If the first card is the first card in the deck, then the last card becomes the one underneath. Okay? So, the top one, okay, the way it's done is you find a Fool, above it is the Problem or difficulty, and the bottom is the solution. So, the top one is the Problem, and it's the 9 of Pentacles. Now, you're going to 9 of Pentacles if you're familiar with cards. You know the 9 of Pentacles is your hard work bringing in the fruits of your labor. This is a really good card, but if it becomes a problem, is that maybe this new opportunity, we'll use it as that, maybe this new opportunity that I'm doing is not going to bring in the fruit, or I feel is not going to bring in the fruit of the labors that I put into it. The solution is that it has the Magician card. In other words, I have the power tools to build anything that I want, or tweak anything that I want. So I can technically make this very profitable, let's say we're talking career, if I want to. I have the ability to, I have the personal power and the intention, the will, the resourcefulness, the action to build anything that I want. So there's this kind of negates this on anything new that I do. It's not like an end all and be all. I don't need to stop there. I can continue and work it until it becomes successful. So that would be one way of doing it, okay? I hope that you like these. I hope that they're making you, you know, look at things. All right, so let's see here. One last one. What this one would be is, who am I? What do I need? And how do I go about it? This is all finding solutions, okay? Who am I? What do I need and how do I go about it? Who am I? Inspiration of Pentacles. I'm a student, somebody who loves to learn new things. What do I need? Action of Wands. He's a knight who overcomes obstacles. He's ambitious, adventurous, he takes risks, he's bold, he's very action-oriented, and the next one is how do I go about it? Okay? Ooh, the Tower. Nice. They're just not letting me have an easy way of doing this, are they? Of course not. Okay. So sometimes you need to shake things up. Okay? Sometimes you can't stay in the safety of everything to get it done. Sometimes you need to take things down. Okay? Things found like buildings that no longer need. This would be belief systems. Sometimes you need to have a little upheaval, a little chaos. Okay? Shake things up a little bit. Which would be, I think, the major words or phrases in here. Because both these cards are about taking a little risk, shaking things up. As a student, I like to stay in a safe zone. Okay? So that would be, who am I? I'm a person who likes to study and make sure I have all the facts and everything before I go forward. Right? But this is causing me obstacles. Okay? I need to be a little more like the Knight of Wands who just takes chances and gets ambitious and just decides to do stuff. Take adventure sometime. A little bit of adventure over common sense. Now, I wouldn't throw common sense completely out the window, but I mean, if you're completely one way, it's good to have a little bit more spontaneity. And I think this is what embodies them. And the next one is like, yeah, have a little upheaval. It's okay. See what happens. Okay? It doesn't mean that your whole world's going to fall down. You just may think it will. Okay? Thinking and learning is one thing, but doing is a completely different thing. This could also be this, saying this, okay? I'm a person who thinks a lot, but takes a long time to do things. So this may just be telling me, go, 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 try, 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 right? Try different things. Try different things. So there you go. Those are my suggestions for you as spreads. Like I said, Emerald Lotus, as you get better and you do more, Emerald Lotus has a lot of beautiful spreads. That goes much deeper. It does for the seasons, it does for feelings, it does for everything. It's one that I've used a lot in the past. That's why I'm giving credit to this, because they have their own thing, and absolutely love them. You can go searching your own thing as well, okay? Don't take it from me. Take it from somebody else. This was actually just to give you a little bit of insight of where to go and what to do to get an idea of where to begin. Because a lot of the times we don't know where to begin, especially when we're beginners. We want to do something, we're excited, we have the deck and we're going, oh, but what do I do? And this was to help you begin, okay? Tell me what you think about it. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And please, please, please subscribe if you can. I'm going to start doing these. I love tarot. I love this divination tool with all of my heart. I love them all. And if they can empower people, they empower me, they make me a better person, and they're there to provide you with the tools to make you a better person, more empowered, stronger, brighter, to shine your light on other people. I want to be part of that movement every single day. Please make sure to check out my other channel. I have the life path number that I do weeklies for your life path number. I also have a specific Pisces channel if you're Pisces, because I'm Pisces and I have a love for Pisces. And just keep looking, because I'm always adding new things, beautiful ones. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you in the next video. This is Jane signing out. Bye for now.